Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be walking through some battles with the Ultra League team that I liked the most last season. I'm actually not certain on how this team performs this season. Overall, I went 14-11. One game I did forfeit that I was in a favorable position just because the opponent was lagging. So let's call it 14-10. I did go up like 50 points. Um, Overall, 4 positive sets, only one negative. But I definitely could have played a little bit better, but this team was like a little bit tricky in the lead. There wasn't as many Charizard and Tapu Fini leads as there was in previous season. But again, it's early on in Ultra League. I will be trying out a few other teams. Let me know down in the comment section below what teams you would like me to try out. I'm going to be playing quite a bit of Ultra League over these next 2 weeks or so. So let's go ahead. Get started. I'm going to show off 2 sets here. If you do want to see all the battles, you can check them out on twitch.tv. We're going to lead off Tentacruel into Stunfisk is actually very bad. The opponent switches out into Giratina, which makes me think that maybe they have like double ghost in the back or something. Anyways, this is a favorable matchup, especially since they do not have Dragon Breath. I should be able to win this in the 1-0. The opponent is over farming. I did lose track of count at one point in time here. So I let this go. Ultra League does have quite long matches. And yeah, I should have threw there. I thought they were one off. That's fine. They actually come into Golisopod and save the Giratina, but that's totally fine for me to throw here. And then Tentacruel walls Golisopod, besides the Shadow Claw and potentially the Aerial Ace. I'm actually not sure what the favorable move is on for Golisopod as the second one. So thankfully for me that there was no liquidation at debuff, so I am going to go for the full farm down. Even if they debuff here, it's not too big a deal. I could just throw on Blizzard here because for sure they're going to come back in with Giratina. But 2 liquidations KOs, and it's better than if they try to catch on. I don't know. This is the correct play. Switch out here. The opponent is a little bit slow on the switch. I do go straight cross chop, and I'm in a very favorable position right now. And the cross chops do super effective damage. Doesn't really matter here if I shield or don't shield, as long as I shield something. Because they'll need 3 charge moves to KO. Oh, 2 EQs. 2 EQs. Well, I don't even know if 2 EQs KO. They do land the Rock Slide bait, but I'm just going to counter down. I have a liquidation banked. And Earthquake, maybe 2. I think GFIS actually wins the 0 shield. Yeah, so 2 EQs probably would have KO'd there. But there's no way they're going to get to 2 EQs, so they're going to have to throw 3 charge moves, which is just not going to be possible here. And I'm going to be able to take them out or land 3 charge moves. Like 2, like Earthquake, Rock Slide, and a Dragon Claw, or 2 Earthquakes. So again, I like this team. But I don't think it's quite as favorable. This is actually a really good game here. So Greedent, I do have 2 answers to Greedent. So I do try to catch, because I do expect them to have a hard answer to Scrafty and to Obstagoon in the back. So, and they actually come into their own Scrafty. I have a rank 1 non-best buddy Scrafty, which I think is 9, 15, 15. So I'm going to lose pretty much every CMP. I think I lose every single CMP. I guess the best buddy one I would win CMP, right? I'd win CMP because it would have a higher stat proc and lower attack, yeah, which is pretty rare. And then I know that they're 1 off the foul play, so I am going to try to catch the foul play, and which I do. Unfortunately, they are really boosted here, and I actually don't think 1 counter KOs them. And they actually decide to switch out into Cresselia. I thought about how I want to play this, because it's still kind of tricky for me to deal with. Unfortunately, no boost. I actually didn't think I got a single boost the entire stream, which was like, I must have thrown like, I don't know, like 30, 40 night slashes. I don't think I got a single boost, which was super unlucky for me. And I actually think I got the attack fault. I am going to shield. And I'm going to bank the move. And then I'm going to look to switch. I don't want to throw into the Cresselia. First off, it doesn't KO. And as well, I want to be able to throw into the Greedent. The Greedent is slightly less tanky than the Cresselia, so this would do more damage. And as well, I wanted to potentially attack drop, which I did not get. So they do throw the body slam. And I'm going to throw the Scald, hoping for the debuff. Even without the debuff, I survive another body slam, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but I do get the debuff, which is really big for me. Actually, I guess the debuff did help me in the end. Yeah, the debuff did end up helping me in the end. I'm going to keep farming. Yes, I'm going to keep farming here. And they're going to come into Cresselia at some point in time. And I am going to throw the Night Slash. And throw another Night Slash. This Night Slash doesn't KO. Cresselia is just a super, super tanky. And it does put it pretty low, but they're going to be able to get to another move. They have to Moonblast me. I'd survive a Grass Knot. And I have to farm down here. Not that I have a choice here, because I'm not going to be able to throw a charge move. I should have just waited for the Bullet Seed, then through here, rather than... so they're waiting the clock out, and I do wait for the Bullet Seed, then throw. I should just waited for the Bullet Seed without throwing the move, and then throw on the first turn. And because that would save me half a second, I guess. Yeah, that would save me half a second. I end up winning with 1 HP and 0 seconds left. I just want to show that here. Can. So let me see if I can just... There you go. I'm at 0. Well, okay. I'm at 0 HP, or 1 HP, I should say. And 0 second left. So it was an extremely close game there. Thankfully, I made 2 catches there in order to win me the game. So that worked out pretty nicely for me. Obviously, the opponent could have played it slightly differently, and I probably would have lost, but I'll take it. So you have Tentacruel into Scrafty, and they throw at 6 here. I forget if I throw the Scald at them, or if I try to catch here. I try to catch, and they got like you see like the double Thundershock there. So they're at 9 now because they're at back to back. 9. I don't know if I got. So I'm at 17. Oh, so I they're at no 14. So I did get 3 extra counters there from the exchange, but I tried to make it as fair as possible. Anyways, I'm gonna throw the Foul Play. I don't faint to this Hydro Cannon. So I tried to catch here, so I counted 3 and then try to switch and catch the Hydro Cannon. But the opponent is very patient. They don't throw, but they throw the Earthquake right away here, which worked out perfectly fine for me. And I'm gonna wait the clock. I do expect something else weak to Scrafty, to Dark types in the back. I wasn't sure if I should shield this. I guess it wasn't an EQ. It was just probably the main reason I didn't shield. And they come into Giratina. So this is a pretty okay matchup for me. I actually didn't notice it was a Dragon Breath Giratina until right here. Then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in huge trouble here. I tried not to throw right away because the Night Slash doesn't KO. I tried to force them to like throw it incorrect timing, but this player is way too good here. And I'm gonna get this next Night Slash off and then switch, and you'll see like how precise this player's timing is. It's really, really nice. It definitely gave them the best chance to win. You can see that they throw in the middle of my counter, which is very difficult to do in terms of like very precise timing. You can see they do 1 Dragon Breath, then throw again, which is just beautiful timing. I am gonna survive this. I do have to throw right away. 1 because of the clock, and then 2 because I need to preserve as much health as possible. And then we'll see whether or not this Swampert is going to be able to mud shot me down. If it can, then it's going to win the game. If it's not able to, I'm able to survive. Again, with a 1 HP and a dream, I probably should have lost that game if the opponent didn't lag there. But also, I also lost a chance to potentially catch there. So that's totally fine though. All right. So again, I don't know. I would still help people coach with this team here. So I switch out right away, and they come into Weezing here, and I'm really hoping that this is an overheat Weezing, overheat brutal swing Weezing. But then you'll soon find out I'm like pretty sadly mistaken. They do go. I think they're over 100 right now, so I'm not quite sure what they're doing. So this is what makes you think that they have overheat. I shield. And unfortunately, to my dismay, it is actually a play rough variant. I do double shield because at this point in time, I gotta do something, and I pop bait because if they let the foul play connect, I'll be able to counter down, and I'm gonna try to catch. I do catch the play rough, but this doesn't really do me anything, to be honest here. I am, yeah, okay. This is very rough for me. I do need the debuff in order to have any chance here. They Shadow Ball. I do throw after 4 poison jabs. Really need the debuff. And I think they actually throw the Surf here. Maybe my best play here was to not throw the Scald. Try to bank it and then come into Obstagoon. And I'm in huge trouble here. This Weezing can basically one-shot my Obstagoon, so I'm going to try to come out with as much energy as possible. I could have thrown right there. Or I could did 4 then throw. Maybe I should did 4 and throw here. No, I want to be at 100 here and then throw at them. And they come into Weezing. And this doesn't KO. I'm going to have to still counter it down. And unfortunately, they have Mandibuzz here. So this is a slow and painful death here. So I'm just going to speed right through this here. Because they basically just land double aerial ace on me. And plus the timer's almost up here. And really not too much I can do. They just snarl me down, which is pretty brutal there. Obviously, tough lead. Tough counter swap there. And we will. All right, going against the Doc. This is a very spicy team. They actually come right with Zangoose. And I come in with Obstagoon. I guess they could have. I guess they were afraid of the cross chop getting thrown there. And they wouldn't be able to get off both moves or get off a move. But now their defense is dropping, it's going to farm them down. And I'm in this is a very quick matchup here. And I just throw right away because we're both 2-turn moves. So I'm just going to throw as many Night Slashes as Obstagoon as possible. And unless they throw a Hydro Pump at me, I survive any move here. I thought about switching back into Tentacruel here to catch a move, but okay, I'm not sure. My dog's not sitting here. It's not going according to plan. They come into Obstagoon. They decide to no shield here, and once I come back into Scrafty, this is game over here. They decide to let it go here. Sit, Lily. My dog just got spaded, so he's looking for some extra attention while I work away. All right. Let's see how this next game goes. So again, it's a decent team, but I think in the meta it's not quite as strong right now. So the way I like to play this is I like to try to catch the EQ. So I switch at 9. And I catch the EQ. Well, presumably the EQ does a pretty good amount. And they come in with Cobalion. And I throw the... They technically can get the Sacred Sword off before me, so I let this go because I'm gonna get outpaced, and I'm gonna do one and then throw the Scald because the Scald doesn't KO anyways, and they're gonna be able to get off a Stone Edge regardless. But it works out really nice in here. They actually get the debuffed, and I'm gonna go for the farm down. They will reach a Sacred Sword before I can farm down because they do double resist the poison jabs. But this is not that big a deal. They survive with 1 HP. I'm actually going to switch to Obstagoon because I won't take the double kick, and plus I'll get a free counter damage there. So, and as well, desync the clocks a little bit. And they come into Walrein. They actually take the cross chop, and then the opponent tries to catch the presumably the cross chop. But unfortunately, I throw the Night Slash because the Night Slash would have KO'd, plus the chance for the boost. And I connect with the super effective Night Slash. And I throw the Night Slash. And yeah, we just play this out, right? So there's not really too much left for me here. I'm just going to fast forward this part here because it's relatively straightforward at the end. The opponent just ends up quitting here. So I actually wasn't sure if we end up playing that out. All right, you can hear my dog licking the mic, potentially. I didn't realize how involved or how intensive spading is, to be honest. Okay, Deoxys, it's not... Deoxys is definitely a core breaker for this team because it does have super effective Thunderbolts and super effective Psycho Boost. So typically they carry Rock Slide for the Charizard. So I try to catch here. That was at 10. They end up not throwing the Psycho Boost. They end up throwing the Thunderbolt, which makes perfect sense. And they will reach another Thunderbolt. Foul Play won't KO here anyways, right? So I do one extra just in case they try to catch. And they will actually end up shielding this, and I'm not going to be able to make it to even a pup. That's okay. They're at five, something. So they're at seven. I think they're at 7 here. So I end up shielding. This is definitely not the Thunderbolt, but I end up shielding this anyways. And they come into Skuntank. And I do need to try to catch a Crunch. So I take the Crunch. Hopefully no debuff. Then I count to 6 and then try to catch. And I'm able to catch. Unfortunately, I do have to shield because I have to take out this this Deoxys. So there's no reason I can't throw here, right? So I have to shield and farm down. And they know that too, right? So I have to counter them down. And they come into Deoxys, throw the Night Slash. And I throw another Night Slash at them. Fortunately, it does not KO. And I'm going to bank this move here. And someone asked me what Blizzard's for. Blizzard's for this, moments like these. Moments like this. Land the huge Blizzard. They actually tank it way better than I thought. And the opponent makes a nice play here. Though, fortunately, I don't think it would have mattered anyways, even if they KO'd me here. Well, to be honest, maybe their best chance was to try to KO me, because then they could have landed the counter plus Psycho Boost. Because I had a Night Slash bang, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered there. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered there. So Tentacruel into Pidgeot. A very tough lead because this thing is very tough for me in the back. Let this go. They Feather Dance me. I go for the Blizzard. And they end up shielding this, which is really unfortunate for me. At this point in time, maybe I should have switched to Obstagoon. They end up throwing the Brave Bird. I thought they were going to auto switch, so I just come straight into Scrafty here. Though I should have went into Obstagoon. This is just a Feather Dance, so I'm not going to shield. And I switch out to Obstagoon, able to counter down here. Unfortunately, they have a Scrafty here. And then I think it's a Jelly in the back. And unfortunately, these two cross shops are not enough. More down here. I thought about how I want to play this out. And I throw the cross chop, hoping it would simul KO or something. Unfortunately, I just get countered down, which is so terrible for me. I let this go. And very bad for me. It's Jelly here. I can survive a Surf, but 2 Foul Plays don't KO. They do like 80% to Jelly. So really, my only realistic... I don't know here. So I need 12. I need 13 counters plus 2 Foul Plays. There's no way I would get 13 counters off on this Jelly. So I make what I think is the only play. I should have just shown the Foul Play there, hoping that they wouldn't shield. But I made what I thought was the only realistic play there, which was to go for the bait, and then the second only realistic play there was to call for a Bubble Beam bait. But anyways, this team is all right. If again you want to see the full battles, they are on Twitch. Good game to all my opponents. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.